Hello! Welcome back to Crafting in Quarantine with Arts Etobicoke. My name is Marjan Verstappen, and today I'm making these beautiful paper flowers, and I'm going to show you how to dye them. So they are made out of coffee filters, and they're really, really easy and really fun. So I'm going to show you how to start in the next clip. Here's what you're going to need. Some coffee filters. I bought a packet of 100, and I don't know, probably going to use, you're going to use quite a lot if you want to make as many as I am. You're going to need a pencil, some tape, and some wire. So I was lucky enough, I went to Dollarama, I got the wire from Dollarama and the tape, and I was lucky, I think this wire is sort of intended for paper flowers, but I was lucky enough to find some that is a good match. If you can't, you can also use pipe cleaners or just whatever, any kind of wire. You could also even use a drinking straw or something like that. If you aren't lucky enough to find some green coated wire, you just wind the tape all the way down to make it green all over, and it just gives it a really nice look. You're going to need some scissors. I've got some food coloring here. I'm going to show you how to dye these, and it's going to be great. So we've used food coloring in other videos. If you have some, and then a wee bowl for when you come to dye your flowers. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the petals. So I'm going to grab about, I don't know, six or 8 of these. It doesn't really matter how many. And I'm just going to fold them. You don't have to be very exact about any of this. I'm going to fold them into quarters. And then draw a wee heart. So I'm going to keep some like this. These will be the outer petals, and it helps to have a bigger size for that. And then I'm going to cut this one in half. And then I'm going to cut the bottom off one and I'm going to start with these ones and then do these ones and then do these ones. It helps to have sort of progressively larger petals, or else the ones in the center sort of stick out a bit, and most flowers don't look like that. So that's the plan. And then got my piece of wire. And I don't want a super tight roll in the middle. I'm just going to let it sort of gather like that, and I'm just going to start rolling these petals on one at a time. It's a little bit fiddly. What's important is that you just keep a tight hold on them here. Because if they fall off the wire, then yeah, it's a problem. You've got to start again. I've got to stop there before it all falls apart. Okay, so ideally you would have your tape ready so you don't have to try and awkwardly do this one-handed. And then just wrap that around one end. Don't worry if it's not tidy the first time. You can always make it cover it up and make it tidier. All right. There's the flower. So maybe you were wondering why we're using coffee filters, and the answer is because they absorb paints, particularly dyes, in a very particular way that is absolutely stunning. So I've got some water here. I'm just going to throw it in this bowl. I'm going to show you how to dye these. So I'm going to go with pink. And I'm just going to dip the ends of my newly minted flower. See how it just sort of sucks up the dye? It's going to mean the petals are darker at the edge than they are in the middle. Might mix the dye a bit stronger. I like that light pink though. Oh, I like that. So here's how mine turned out. I love the way the dark blue colors sort of pulled right to the edge of the flowers. I think it looks rather lovely. I would have done a red one if I'd made a few more, but I like the way they've turned out. There's something very special about the way the coffee filters just sort of absorb the food coloring in the water. So I hope you enjoy playing around with this idea at home, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I know it's raining very hard right now, but I hope you got some sun this week. And yeah, enjoy your art, stay safe, and be well.